If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and go to training.mammothinteractive.com where we have tons of more videos just like this. In this lecture, we are beginning our look at debugging in the Unreal Editor. Starting off, we will do an introduction, how to debug Unreal Blueprints. Debugging is the process of solving bugs or errors. If there's some problem in your game, it's not running as you expect, you have to debug the game. This often involves removing error messages that appear or warnings, but also this could be an invisible error where your game just isn't working as expected. For example, the player goes straight through a wall instead of colliding with the wall. Or the player eats a food item and their points go up by 2 instead of 1. So there can be these errors that happen in the game, either created by the developer accidentally making a mistake or by the actual editor or the game engine having a mistake. So it's your job as the developer to debug the error and find the solution. A huge part of development is debugging and playing detective to find solutions to problems. So knowing how to debug is important as any type of developer. Debugging could also involve fixing logical errors. You might have a flow of execution that you think will work, but the Unreal Editor, the Unreal compiler, doesn't interpret your script the same way that you built it. For example, you might not have a variable value set at the point where you thought it was set. So that's another example of a bug that you would have to solve. The Unreal Editor provides useful tools for debugging. For example, the Blueprint Debugger. Blueprint debugging in the Unreal Editor allows you to pause your game when it's in play mode or simulate mode. So you can start the game and then pause it, and you can see the state of the game, the state of variables, functions, and values that are being passed around. This is useful because you can see what is happening in the game at any time and see where values are lost and where functions are not called. You can see if something is not happening as you wanted it to. We can also use breakpoints to step through any graph of a blueprint or level. So with a breakpoint, we can pause the game and then we can step to the next node that would be executed and run the game node by node instead of just running the game in play mode. The Blueprint Debugger has 3 tabs: the call stack, watches, and execution flow, which we will discuss later. This Blueprint Debugger provides control over execution of our game in play mode or simulate mode. Controls become enabled in the toolbar when you start the game. Different debugging controls will appear depending on the blueprint that you are debugging and the current state of the debug session. Some controls only become enabled when relevant, such as when you reach a breakpoint or a pause that you have decided to stop at in the game. The Debug tab can be opened from the Blueprint Editor's window menu, which you can also use to debug, or you can use the Blueprint Debugger. You have different options. How do we enable debugging? Well, first we must specify the instance of the blueprint that we want to debug. In the blueprint, you click on the Debug Object drop-down menu and select the instance you want to see in the debugger. Then you can jump to that object in your level by clicking on the magnifying glass. When you play in the editor with your blueprint in another window or in the current window, you can see the pulsating active wires as your game runs and the nodes in your script execute. And that is how to debug Unreal Blueprints. Coming up next, we're going to dive into some examples of the Unreal Blueprint Debugger and more about its capabilities. So join me in the next lecture. In this lecture, we will do an overview of how to build a breakpoint in the Unreal Blueprint editor. A breakpoint will interrupt the game. So when the game is running, the breakpoint will pause the game. That way you can inspect your blueprint, its values, its functions, what has been happening at that point in the game. So breakpoints are quite useful for debugging. Breakpoints are markers that are placed on the blueprint's nodes, and they're displayed also in the Debug tab. When a node with a breakpoint is about to be executed, before it's executed, the game pauses, and we go to that node with the breakpoint in the blueprint. Then we can observe values, or we can step through the flow of execution. We can step to the node, then step to the next node and see what happens at each step. So the game is running in slow motion, and you're in control of the motion. When pausing execution with a breakpoint, the editor will highlight and focus the node and place a large red arrow on top. To add a breakpoint to a node, right-click on the node and click Add Breakpoint. A solid red octagon will appear in the upper left of the breakpoint node. The breakpoint can be removed by right-clicking the node again, or by right-clicking the breakpoint's entry in the Debug tab and selecting then Remove Breakpoint. You could also disable a breakpoint, so you can toggle a breakpoint enabled or disabled instead of just removing it. That way, if you want to turn it back on, you can enable it. To disable a blueprint, right-click on the blueprint node or the breakpoint's entry in the Debug tab and click Disable. If you place a breakpoint at an invalid location, it can appear yellow with an exclamation point. To resolve this, try compiling the blueprint, which will often fix the issue. If that doesn't work, however, then hold your mouse over the breakpoint icon to see the explanation. We also have watches in the Blueprint Debugger to keep track of the value of blueprint node pins. You can watch the value of a node pin. The pin will hold the value that was computed on the most recent time the node executed. To place a watch on a pin, right-click on the pin and select Watch this value in the blueprint graph. Pins whose nodes have not yet executed don't have debugging information available, and you'll see a message that says that the pin's value is only updated when the node executes its underlying code. So the pin will only have a value when the node runs. Before that, the pin has no value. So therefore, the node must execute once for us to see the value of a pin. A blueprint variable node needs to execute to retrieve the variable's value, and it will do so when another node attempts to access the output value. So that is an overview of how to build a breakpoint in Unreal. Join me coming up next, where we will continue our look at debugging with the Unreal Blueprint Debugger. In this lecture, we are doing an overview of the Unreal Debug window and Blueprint Debugger. The Blueprint Debugger contains 3 tabs: the call stack, watches, and execution flow. So we can see these 3 different aspects of our debugging process, our debugging options. We also have execution controls to stop, continue, or step through our code, our nodes, when using breakpoints. Let's start with the call stack window. The call stack shows the flow of execution between Blueprint's visual scripting functions and native C++ code functions. So it shows us the flow of our functions. When a breakpoint is hit, the call stack will list the functions currently in operation, starting with the current function at the top, and beneath that, all the other functions that are called. We also have the watch windows or watches window. So this refers to the window to see the data that we want to watch. So we can see all of our watches listed here. We can watch Blueprint classes that we open in the editor and that are part of the current call stack. When execution pauses, you can see the call stack populated with the current data. You can jump between blueprints to see property values and node outputs of each blueprint. In watches, you can click on an entry in the node name column to go to that node in the blueprint. You can click on an entry in the object name column to go to that specific instance of a blueprint, to go to that object. And we also have the execution trace window, also called the execution flow window. This will list the nodes executed, the most recent on top. So that is an overview of the debugger window. I will see you in the next lecture where we will continue our look at debugging. If you liked this video, then go to training.mammothinteractive.com. We have tons more content on blockchain, web development, machine learning, and much more. We also have a membership for just $19 a month where you can get access to our 372 course bundle and counting.